Yo, hello, and welcome, sports fans, to the Buds and Sports channel. I'm your host and buddy for today, Doug, aka Lightning Leche, aka Little Dookie. And we are in week 3 of NFL, so you know what that means. It's time for the Dookie List. Yes. We are back with another episode of Dougie's Dookie List. And if you've been sleeping under a rock and don't know what the Dookie List is, or if you're new to the channel and don't know what the Dookie List is, basically after each week of the NFL, I give you my top 5 worst performances, letdowns, or pretty much anything that made you say, wow, that was pretty dookie. And before we get into it, like I always do, a quick little disclaimer. Make sure if I am talking about any of your favorite teams, players, or something that maybe just made you mad over the weekend and you don't want to hear about it, I'm sorry. Please take all this with a grain of salt. This is just all for fun, all for laughs, all for good talk, and all for uh, letting out some steam. Pretty much. But yeah, this is all for fun. We're talking shit, but it's all in good sports. So nobody please take this too serious. So here we go. Let's get into the 5. These 5 are in no particular order. These are just 5 things I thought were dookie this weekend. Let's start this off with the Bears O-line. Yes, the Bears O-line is coming in first on this list because that O-line is looking like that big black thing in my backyard. If you don't know what I'm talking about my fucking trash can. They had trash cans out there. Yes, because there was only 2 games on TV yesterday morning. We had Bears versus Browns, and the other one was Chargers versus Chiefs. I have people in my fantasy on each of these games, so I was flip-flopping. For the whole first half, and I kid you not, I would watch the Browns drive. They'll either score or get stopped, and then I'll change it because they're gonna go to commercial while they're switching the ball. Watch a series of the Chiefs Chargers. I'll change back because it's Justin Fields' first start as a rookie. I want to see what he's looking like. I change it back, and Browns are walking back on the field. And I kid you not, this happened every single time. Every single time. And I'm like, what's going on here? I'm looking at Justin Fields' stats. I'm looking at the Bears stats. There's no fumbles. There's no picks. So are they just going 3 and out? I'm like, okay, damn. All right, whatever. It wasn't until about second half where I finally got to look at this Bears team, and oh my God, no wonder. No wonder I didn't get to see them first half. No wonder every time I change the channel and go back 3 and out every time. Every time. They could not block for shit. They couldn't block. My 90-year-old grandma could have went out there and sacked Justin Fields. She could have went out there and put a hand on him because that line wasn't blocking shit. Fucking Myles Garrett was having a field day out there. Justin Fields went home after the game. He didn't go home to his wife. He went home to his mother and said, Mommy, can you hold me because I'm going to have nightmares tonight of Myles Garrett. For the whole week, I'm going to have nightmares. And while we're talking about Justin Fields, let's roll into number 2 on the Dookie list. All of the rookie QBs. Every rookie QB yesterday, Dookie. Let's keep it going on the Bears a little bit and talk about Justin Fields. Justin Fields, you look stale out there, my guy. You look like I opened a bag of chips and left it out for a whole week, and I took a bite and I was like, damn, this is stale as a mofo. Because you went 6 for 20 and had 68 total yards. You threw 20 times and had 68 total yards. And I understand I don't put so much of blame on you because I've seen what the line you have to deal with, and they were coming for you all day. Like I said, you're going to have nightmares for Myles Garrett. You're going to have nightmares. But, jeez, come on, Fields. I was one of those people who were high on you, and I thought you'd have at least a decent, better game. I know you don't have a line, but I thought with your feet you'd be able to make something happen. Even when you did run, like you were getting caught, Garrett was all over you. I stick with these rookie QBs because I said the whole rookie QBs our number 2 on the list. Let's give it up for Mac Jones, who went 30 for 51, 270, 1 TD, and 3 interceptions. Patriots, you're not going to win no games when your quarterback's throwing 3 INTs. And you know why I'm saying Patriots? Because Cam Newton last year at least made you competitive. You're not even competitive right now. And you took him off the whole squad. You didn't even make him backup. You just took him off the whole squad. And now you're dealing with 1 TD and 3 INTs. I know you're going to look at me and say, Cam could do that. Yeah, Cam could do that. But you know what also Cam can do? Cam can also throw 2 touchdowns with 1 rushing TD and win the game. I'm just saying. Trevor Lawrence, we're looking at you. 22 for 34, 219 yards with 1 TD and 2 interceptions. 2 INTs, rookie QBs. This is the theme right now. You can't win a game if you're throwing picks. In Lawrence, you threw a pick 6, a crucial pick 6 that got the Arizona team that was down. At halftime, everybody was looking at the Arizona score like, what? Okay, I guess this is the egg Arizona lays. No, this is the egg that the Jaguars lay again for the 3rd week in a row. And Trevor Lawrence, you got to take care of the ball, buddy. 2 interceptions. You're throwing interceptions like hotcakes. You out here looking like Denny's on free pancakes day. You get a cake, you get a cake, baby. Wilson. Zach Wilson. 19 of 35 for 160 yards and 2 INTs. I know you went back-to-back against 2 pretty solid defenses, Belichick, and then you had to go against that Broncos D, but Jesus. Everyone was so high on you. I think Tony Romo said something fucking scandalous. I think Tony Romo said something scandalous. Like, you look like you could be the next Patty or something stupid like that. You know, Tony always got to say something wild. And now you're looking like the next Jamarcus Russell. Because you also had 2 interceptions. You guys got to take care of the ball. All rookie QBs this week in your total stats. 2 touchdowns, 7 interceptions total for the whole rookies. 2 touchdowns to 7 interceptions. Gee. Yeah. Y'all got to get better. I know you're on some crappy teams, but you got to get better. Speaking of crappy teams, that segues perfectly into our number 3 on the Dookie list. Falcons and Giants are both confirmed. Write it in the books. Check mark Garbo this year. Both look trash. This was the trash bowl. Who's the trashiest? Is it the Giants or is it the Falcons? This is the game we find out. Who's the trashiest? This was the who's going to be 0-17 game. Because as bad as Detroit looks, even in the bad luck they have, I think Detroit can easily beat any of these 2 teams. Easily. Falcons, Giants, yeah, Goff will go out there and look like fucking Aaron Rodgers. Falcons, Giants both look garbage. Daniel Jones. You went up against Washington's defense, which we all thought was going to be really good. Don't worry, we're going to talk about them. But you went out there and you put up 31. You ran all over them like you were Lamar Jackson. And then you go out against this Falcons team. And you don't even throw a touchdown? I don't even think you threw a touchdown, buddy. Did you throw a touchdown? Well, who scared you on that defense? Please enlighten me. You went 24 or 35 with 266 yards. Who on that defense scared you? Who? Tell me, because I don't know their names. I don't know anybody on this defense. I don't know the names. Don't look at me. You tell me their names. They obviously scared you enough to where you can throw 1 TD. And Giants, what's going on with you and Saquon? What is the beef there, or what's going on? 2 things are going on there. Either Saquon is not 100%. There's more to that we don't know. Or Saquon is just doing the smart thing, and he's like, I'm not going to put my body on the line for this garb. For this confirmed 0-17 team. Nah. See you next year, buddy. Because there was a couple opportunities they had to score with Barkley and didn't do it. And on the flip side, Atlanta. There's your one win of the year. Give it up for Atlanta. There's your one win of the year because I don't think you're getting another one. Not playing the way you're playing. Matt Ryan, Calvin Ridley, Kyle Pitts. These are all, big, generally known names. But yet Cordero Patterson is the best person on your team. Cordero Patterson is the only one who says, I want to win today, guys. Because everyone else looks flat. Are you telling me Julio Jones was the whole Atlanta? That's how good Julio Jones was, that he just opened the field so much that Ridley looked like a number one when Julio's gone? Because Ridley can't get open where, but damn. Here's my 90-year-old grandma back on the field covering Calvin Ridley. Kyle Pitts. You were the number one tight end. You were looking like everyone was so high on you. And honestly, I don't blame you. I blame the team. They just seem like they're not forcing the ball on you enough. Why are you not using your rookie, guys? The guy you drafted. Matt Ryan. Did Julio really make you look that good? I'm looking at this Falcons team and I'm like, damn, Julio was the team. Without Julio, Ridley can't get open. Ryan has no one to throw to. The playbook is minimum. Cordero Patterson's your main running back is a wide receiver, and he's also playing wide receiver at times. And he's the only one that cares. He's the only one that seems like he cares. I put him on my fantasy team because I'm like, oh, apparently he's the offense. That's who they got. Giants, Falcons, jeez. This was the bowl, and the of this year is going to be the Giants. But Falcons, you're not far behind. Let's move on because I'm done with those two garbage teams. I can go on for at least 30 more minutes. But we got to move on. All right, number 4 on the Dookie list this week, we have Washington football team's defense. So, last year, they called us the NFC least. If you didn't know, I'm a Cowboys fan, yes. They called us the NFC least. And Washington won that division last year, and they won it because of that defense. Coming into this year, everybody looked on paper and said, okay, Giants are going to be garb. Eagles are going to be garb. So it's going to be between Washington and Cowboys again. Cowboys have a great offense, subpar defense. Washington has a subpar offense and a great defense. All right, yeah, it's gonna be between them, and if Washington wins, it's gonna be because of their defense. Boy, were we wrong, because that defense is getting torched. Hey, everybody, yeah, come to Washington. Yeah, if you want that good barbecue, yeah, because they're getting grilled every day. They step on the field, yeah, they getting grilled. Yeah, you getting grilled like barbecue chicken. You getting grilled, brother, every week. You came out the first week and you guys played decent against the Chargers team, who offense looked still that game. And then you came out next week against the Giants, who lost to the Falcons. The Giants, who got held to 14 points by the Falcons defense. Who on that defense? Daniel Jones, please. Daniel Jones, call me. Call the Buds and Sports Channel. Tell us who. But yeah, you let the Giants come out and drop 29 on you. And then, I understand the Bills is a way better team, yes. But 43? You guys got Chase Young and for one series? You couldn't hold him to 30, 43. This defense is getting torched. You guys got no DBs. Hello, my grandma has made it third time in this segment. I'm out there because you guys can't cover nothing. And the front's supposed to be so good that they can at least cover up the back, at least get to the quarterback. No, the quarterback's standing back there right now, like cricky. Oh look, someone's open. Click. Because that's how much time they got. Because this defense is they're not getting to the quarterback. Their DBs are getting torched right now. You went out there and let the Bills drop 43. And I felt like they could have got more if they wanted. Yeah, you got to get better. You got to get better, Washington, because right now this division is looking like it's the Cowboys. And I'm going to be real heartbroken if we find some way to not win this division this year. Because Washington's defense is looking like it's getting real. Yeah, it's getting real. Yeah. All right, y'all. Yeah, that's number 4 on the list. Washington's defense. So let's get into these honorable mentions before we get into the final team or player on the Dookie list. Here we go. So number 1 on the honorable mentions list, we have the Chiefs and their turnovers. Oh my gosh. Chargers wanted to lose this game, and we're going to definitely talk about the Chargers, trust me. But Chiefs, jeez, you guys are looking sloppy coming out this year. The turnovers are killing you. Last week you lost the game due to a turnover, and then this week you lost the game again due to Patty Mahomes' turnover with the interception. But before the interception, the first half was just filled with turnovers. I don't know what it is with the Chiefs and coming out stale. You guys can't keep coming out stale and having these comeback wins. Like, eventually teams are going to figure it out. All you got to do is put your foot on the Chiefs and hold it there. Next up on honorable mentions, we have the Steelers garb. Joe Burrow looked shaky all preseason, and I'm not going to lie, Joe Burrow's come out and proved a lot of haters wrong, including myself. Not that I was hating on him. I just didn't think he was going to come out looking this sharp. And I know Steelers, you didn't have no TJ Watt this game, but still, divisional game, you let Burrow come out there and roast you. Burrow said, "Hey, I'm having a barbecue. Come through. We cooking Steelers today." Because y'all made Joe Burrow look nice. Or maybe Joe Burrow's looking nice, but Steelers, I expected more out of you this game. You burned me. We're going to talk about the Seahawks defense and their garb that they put on the field. Y'all let Kirk Cousins go out there and just slang the ball all over you. Hit a 30-burger on your defense. Seahawks, what's going on? Russell Wilson can't keep protecting you. He can't. Y'all got to get him some help, man. And then to wrap up the honorable mentions, we're going to finish this with the Raiders being the Raiders. How do you go to OT with the Dolphins? This is what I say about the Raiders. Raiders are the team that just plays to their competition, because they'll go out there and they'll beat an undefeated team and look like the best team in the NFL, then go out there the next week and go overtime with the Dolphins, be down most of the game. Carr came out and threw the pick six. Carr said, "Hey, let me start you guys off with 7. Raiders being Raiders. Alrighty, let's wrap up this Dookie list with the last team on the Dookie list this week, and that is the Chargers. How do you get the win and still make the Dookie list? How? I'm going to tell you how. Oh my gosh, you guys learned something from your division rival Raiders that you shouldn't have learned, and that's how to get flags and ruin your own game plans. You guys, after what you did in the Cowboys game last week, I thought you guys would clean up this week. No, you guys look the exact same, literally getting the exact same flags. You guys got so much flags. Your offense would do something nice and go out there and score a touchdown, and then it comes back because you got a flag. How many flags you guys going to get? You guys are beating the Raiders. How are you beating the Raiders? They're the most flagged team ever in the history of the sport. You guys are beating the Raiders right now. Chargers. That was a good win, but I'm not going to lie. You did everything in your power to try to lose that game. I watched that game. I watched majority of that game, and every time Chargers did something really good, flag, touchdown, come back because of flag. The only thing that saved them is they were good enough to make up for the flags this week. Last week they weren't able to against the Cowboys. This week they luckily were able to against the Chiefs. But still, for as good as you guys look so sloppy, and you can't win if you're sloppy. I'm not a big Chargers fan, but I just know one thing, they're from LA, I'm a Cali guy. I don't mind if the Chargers do good. But at the same time, you can't be good in this league, getting that many flags, killing yourself like that. You guys did so many things to try to throw this game. Luckily, Herbert went grown man mode to save you guys. But get it together, Chargers. Jeez. All right, everybody. So that's going to wrap up the Dookie list. Let's recap this thing one time. So number 1 on the Dookie list this week was the Bears O-line because they couldn't block worth a damn. Number 2 on the Dookie list this week, we had all of the rookie QBs. Fields, Jones, Lawrence, and Wilson all combined had 2 touchdowns and 7 interceptions. And that is not a formula for winning. But they all went against some pretty tough defenses. Better luck next week, Rooks. Number 3 on the Dookie list, we have the Falcons and the Giants because they're both are looking garb this year. They both make the Dookie list again because they both are garb. And trust, this might not be the last time they're on the list. Number 4, we have Washington's defense. Why? Because they're not a defense. They are barbecue chicken. And to wrap up the Dookie list, the last one we had Chargers in all their flags because they can't stop getting flagged. They're playing flag football out there. They have so many flags. Clean up, Chargers. Clean up. All right, y'all. So that's going to do it for week 3 of Dougie's Dookie list. Thank you guys for listening so much. Make sure you guys tune in later on today as we will be doing a recap of the week after the Monday night game. And then coming up this week, we have Francis Waiver Wire. We got Spuddy's Quick Picks. And then we have our usual DraftKings episode coming late in the week before those Sunday games for week 4. So you guys make sure you follow us on all podcast channels, wherever you listen to your podcasts. It could be Spotify. It could be Apple Podcasts. It can be Google Podcasts. It doesn't matter. Just type in Buds in Sports, and we will be there waiting for you. You can also follow us on any social media. We are on Twitter. We are on Instagram. We are on YouTube. Same name, Buds and Sports. And if you want to follow me personally, you can find me on Instagram, lightningleche_gaming, because I also do gaming on the sides. If you guys are interested, you may check that out too. Thank you guys for tuning in to Dougie's Dookie List week 3, and I'll see you guys week 4. Deuce.